I'd like you to meet a Kelowna man. His name is Curtis Bennett, and he can see things that others can't. He can bring the invisible to light.
This is a side-mounted digital camera. So while this takes a thermal image of you, the computer automatically switches to this. So we take a thermal image and we take a digital reference. So you see in the pictures, that's where that comes from.
Hi, thermal guy.
This technology is utilized all over the world right now in a lot of applications. NASA will use it, they'll use it in space, they'll use it for hurricanes, they'll use it for weather. It was amazing to watch water bombers during the fire through the smoke several miles away. One of the simplest applications that there is this technology references temperature. So the heat is hotter than the smoke. So here we are.
Here you could not see anything past those houses.
Here you could see nothing past these houses down here. And yet, if you take a look at the temperature image, you can see the houses here.
Yes.
And over the top of the hill, you could see this fire that was coming at 300 feet a minute.
You can see things.
We just can't see temperature until it's glowing red, as in a toaster or an element. This technology allows you to see any temperature beyond that range.
So you take pictures.
Yes, very special pictures.
And those pictures show us heat.
Or temperature. Heat, temperature, you know, even something that's cold is still relatively temperature, and it's still referencing it might be warmer than something else, so I just prefer temperature. What you're looking at here is our visible spectrum below here shows you, this is...
So visible spectrum is what I can see with my eyes.
This is what we can see with our eyes. Lots of heat. So an example is it's an 86 degree Fahrenheit day.
Yes.
The roof is 180.7 degrees.
But the tree is cold.
If they would have lined up trees along this side of the building and they were tall enough to deal with this,
right,
that you would have no heat in the building, because if you look to the side and use this temperature scale, you'll see that that tree is atmospheric temperature. The grass is atmospheric temperature. Instead of air conditioning, if they would have planted trees in here, they would have eliminated the air conditioning as well as the temperature.
Seems kind of simple.
Functional landscaping makes all the difference in the world. Now, if you take a look at, here's our visual right here. This is the grass in front of the development.
Yes.
These are the trees on the other side of the mountain.
Yes.
If you take a look at how cool it is in here compared to this highly absorbent material that we're putting up. My home, like others, was inspected and went through a process. And my professional background is designing that home, providing energy to that home, and expecting compliance. And I'd be perfectly willing to show you that my home's not functioning as it should be, as designed.
With your camera,
yes,
you're taking a picture of the wall?
Right now I'm looking at the wall. And what we're seeing in the wall right now is we're seeing missing insulation values in one specific stud space. And again, the importance of this is that you want the insulation to be uniform so that we're burning less fossil fuels as well.
This is where the insulation's missing?
That's where the insulation's missing.
Can you see my hand?
Hold your hand firmly on there for a minute.
Okay.
And just push a little bit.
Okay.
And walk away from there for a minute.
I can see it? That's amazing. So, to find out more about you, about what you do, about what thermal imaging is, we could go onto your website?
You can go into our website, which is www.thermalguy.com.
It's like you can just peel away and see what's really going on.
I'm a temperature specialist, so temperature pertains to everything for me.